Hey, what's up, fellow photographers? We're going to take a look at a few new features of Luminar Neo. This is a beta version, so it may perform or look different when the production version is released. Let's get started. We have a new creative tool called Light Depth, which replaces Relight. And I'll just show you a quick demonstration of Relight so we can compare it. So with Relight, I can change the brightness near, and then change the brightness far, and then I can also change the depth and so forth. I'm just going to reset the relight here and go to light depth, and this time I'm going to increase the amount, let's say to 75, and I can adjust the depth with this visual mask right here. You can see it adjusting the depth, or the light I should say, in the foreground or either in the background depending on where I move this mask. And it's pretty good for landscapes because it automatically masks the horizon or what's in the foreground or what's in the background. I can also use these arrows, these up and down arrows, to adjust the, I guess you can say, like the feather or the transition, just like that. And you can adjust the softness, which is kind of like the flow for you Photoshop photographers here or Photoshop users. So I can adjust that as well. So between these two sliders or this arrow here, as well as the softness, you can kind of control the feather or flow, just like that. And let me see here. I think I'm going to keep it like that. And then there's also the advanced settings, just like Relight. So I can adjust the brightness near, and I can adjust the brightness far. And let me try to make it a little bit better or to my liking. And I'm going to change the warmth or the temperature of the foreground to a little bit warmer and the background a little bit cooler, just like that. And as you can see by this histogram here, it's not well exposed here, so I'll still need to go to, let's say, the develop module here, or the develop settings, and I'm going to maybe increase the shadows slightly to around 40, and then I'll increase the saturation and vibrance, just like that. And let me go back to light depth. And now this image starts to look a little bit better in the foreground and background. And I think for the light depth, for the background or the brightness at the far, I'm going to increase it a little bit, just make it look a little bit better. And let me show you the before and after with light depth. So you can play around with this tool pretty accurately, especially since it does the auto masking for you. And it's nice that you have a visual representation of where the light is being applied to. A new neat feature of Luminar Neo is this restoration tool, which allows you to recover or restore an old film photo that you digitized using a scanner, smartphone, or a regular camera. So you can see this photo here. It's a black and white photo. It is a little bit faded or tinted with its age. There's a little bit of a yellow tint, I guess you can say. And you can see the cracks or the physical blemishes on the photo, including some of these white spots here. And what I can do to recover this photo is click, hold, and drag it into restoration. And then there's a few options here. I can just recover the scratches or the physical blemishes, or I can recover the color, or I can recover both the color and the scratches. And then I would just click restore to recoup this photo. It does take a few seconds to process, but I already have it rendered. And once you restore a photo, it'll automatically create a folder of restoration with your restoration photos. So this is the photo that it recovered here. You can see the physical blemishes have been removed, as well as some of those white spots that you saw earlier. Let me show you a before and after. This is the before and this is the after. So it did a really good job in recovering this photo and making it look a little bit better. I also did one with the color. So You can see this photo has a lot of scratches. It's also black and white with a little bit of an aging tint to it. And once I recovered it, this is how it looks. You can see both of these photos. Luminar Neo did a pretty good job in recovering it. One thing I did notice is with the phases, sometimes it does mess up with the eyes. And you may need to use layers to fix that up. Or since this is a beta version, the production version should be working a little bit better, or maybe in future updates. So just keep in mind with the restoration tool, it works pretty good, but sometimes you may need to use Luminar Neo's layers to fix up like the faces. And but other than that, hopefully it does get updated in the production version. You can now share your photos online with a Luminar Neo portfolio called Spaces. What I can do is I can shift click on these photos here, and then I can right click on them, and then I can go to Publish to Space. I can go to New Space, and then I can enter in a name for my space or for my folder or for my portfolio folder. So I can type whatever I want, and then I can click on Publish. I already have a Spaces folder right here, which Luminar Neo automatically creates when you create your space. So it's right here, and these are the photos that I have in these spaces. It looks somewhat pretty with my auto editing that I applied to them. So I got 10 photos here, and this is the URL. I can click on open to open it. I can share it, or I can invite it by email. I'm just going to close this here. I'm going to show it to you in my Google Chrome. So this is how it looks like, the spaces, while I'm logged in right now. I can also edit some of the information. So I can click on edit. I can click on this toolbar icon, and I can show the metadata, or I can provide the availability to download, which I'll just leave off. And this is how it looks while I'm logged in, as I mentioned, but let me show you how it looks while I'm logged out. So this is how it looks while I'm logged out. I can click on one of these photos and it expands it. I can click on the info information to see some of the metadata, and then I can just cycle through these photos. So it's pretty neat to have this feature just to create a quick portfolio without needing to use another website builder. Keep in mind, this Spaces tool or this portfolio, it's not meant to store all your photos like cloud storage. It's just to show off your photos. And while I'm here, I can also show you the share icon, Facebook, Twitter, or copy this link. I think this is a pretty good feature which allows you to share your Luminar Neo work with the world. We will also be able to use Luminar Neo Mobile to edit across multiple devices like Lightroom. I don't have access to the cross-device feature yet, so this is just a screenshot of the app. That wraps it up for this review of the Luminar Neo updates. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. And as always, live easy, sleep breezy, and stay lovely.